We're back! And we have a new Geth kitty. Where am I going? Oh.
I don't know.
Well, sometimes she has new things to say.
I like her.
I was just thinking about you.
Yeah, I bet.
Zaid's strolling around like he owns the place. But he seems a little confused. 20 years of seeking revenge, and now it's over.
Yeah, what do
Gabby and Ken would make a great couple.
Yeah, they
I
would.
just doubt they'll ever realize it.
She's talking about the engineer couple.
The Normandy runs so quietly. I'm not used to hearing my footsteps when I walk.
You've got a weird voice.
Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
I love her voice. And when she says that, Medbay is where you want to go.
Yeah, over here. You have anything to say about the new Geth, Doctor?
How may I help you, Commander?
Seriously? It's not even a dialogue option? You have a piece of
I'll see you later, Doctor. Commander.
unexamined VI, which the entire universe is terrified of, and you're not even like... I expected she was going to complain about like having to work so close to it.
There it is.
There it is. With one man on duty to guard it.
Oh my god.
Think you can handle this thing if it wakes up? Alright.
Oh boy.
Oh. Oh, dude. Dude, seriously?
I told you about saluting.
Do you really want to look up to Jacob like that? I'm reactivating
Turning
the
this thing back on. Be ready.
Aye, aye.
I don't know what that thing is.
I have isolated our systems and erected additional firewalls. I am prepared to resist any hacking attempt.
Yeah, you do that, Edie. We've already woken one thing up, and the last thing only tried to, like, half strangle us.
Yeah.
We talked our way out of it. I like the way they sound.
Oh, I want one.
Can you understand me?
Yes.
Are you going to attack me?
No.
Why not? Don't you want to attack me?
Every Geth I met before you tried to blow my head off.
We have not met.
No, you and I haven't. But
A little
I've met
bit.
other Geth.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same guy.
And we have not met
Voice
you.
acting.
Who?
You are Shepard,
Get
Commander, Alliance, Human,
Garrus.
fought heretics, killed by collectors, rediscovered on the old machine.
Huh? Wait. What? Old machine.
Old machine. You mean the Reaper?
Reaper, a superstitious title originating with the Protheans. We call those entities the old machines.
How do you
seem to
know
know an
about
awful
me?
lot about me.
Yeah.
Extranet data sources, insecure broadcasts, all organic data sent out is received. We watch you.
Who?
You watch me or you watch organics?
Yes,
Which?
both.
Oh.
I fight Geth. You do anything hostile, I blow you to pieces. Just so we're clear.
We have no hostility towards you.
He has a hole in him.
Sure didn't seem that way at Eden Prime and the Citadel.
You fought heretics, not true Geth. Geth build our own future. The heretics asked the old machines to give them the future. They are no longer part of us. We were studying the old
There's some
machines'
Geth that
hardware
didn't
to
turn
protect
to the
our future.
Reapers. So there's some, like, Geth who went and worshipped the Reapers and some who didn't. I thought that they were all the same.
Know about that.
Maybe these guys have been laying low?
So you aren't allied with the Reapers.
We oppose the heretics. We oppose the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the heretics. Cooperation furthers mutual goals.
I don't cooperate, I leave.
You want to follow my orders? Say so. Clearly. Otherwise, I'll rip your batteries out right now.
We will follow your orders.
Good. Now what do I call you?
Geth.
I mean you, specifically.
We are all Geth.
What is the
Not very
individual
creative.
in front of me called?
There is no
You're pissing
individual.
off Shepard.
We
She doesn't
are
have
Geth.
much patience.
There are currently 1,183 programs active within this platform.
My name is Legion, for we are many.
Edie, stay the fuck out of this!
I didn't ask your opinion, Edie.
Christian Bible, the Gospel of Mark, chapter 5, verse 9. We acknowledge this is an appropriate metaphor. We are Legion, a terminal of the Geth. We will integrate into Normandy.
That's a pretty badass name. So what?
We anticipate the exchange of data.
Was that a come on?
I think it was.
Alright.
Do it.
Let's check them out first.
That is a pretty crazy hole in him.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Shepard Commander.
Tell me more about the goose.
I have questions about the Geth.
Specify.
Oh, upgrades.
We need every advantage if this mission is going to succeed. Is there any technology the Geth can share with us?
Limited code development is approved. We need to access your FTL comm system to download relevant data.
Yeah.
Edie, let Legion through the firewalls for a minute.
Very well, Shepard.
Like 1 minute or like 1 second makes any difference. If he gets through the firewalls, they could oh, they're gonna give us a Geth sniper rifle.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you.
Shepard Commander.
More
I
about
have questions about the Geth.
Geth.
Specify.
Did Sovereign contact the Geth, or did you seek it out?
Nazara, the entity you called Sovereign, signaled us. Like the Geth, the old machine listened to organic radio transmissions. It knew of our war against the creators. Nazara contacted many species over the millennia, seeking allies.
Zara?
What did you call Sovereign?
Nazara. That was what the programs within the Reaper called themselves. Sovereign was a title given by Saren Arterius. Saren and the heretics believed Nazara to be a supreme ruler, a sovereign.
Some of the Geth followed Sovereign, the heretics.
The heretics accepted their technology. The old machines offered to give us our future. The Geth will achieve their own future.
I don't see a difference.
What difference does it make how you acquire a certain technology?
Technology is not a straight line. There are many paths to the same end. Accepting another's path blinds you to alternatives. Nazara, Sovereign, said this itself. Your civilization is based upon the technology of the mass relays, our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire.
Wait, that's the exact quote it said to me. How'd you know that? Nazara, I already asked that. Geth speech. You guys sound funny.
Surprised you
Tell
can
me about
speak.
that.
The Geth I fought before just made a stuttering sound.
We prefer direct digital transfer. Geth network communication travels at light speed. Human hardware does not support this method.
I like his
analog oral
expressions.
communication is
Yeah.
inefficient.
Do Geth have a government?
Not as you understand.
Random
We are all
questions
Geth. We build
she asks.
consensus.
Most governments do.
Organic governments impose consensus.
Tell me about
From
your
a single
culture.
point of view in autocracies, by codifying the most broadly acceptable average of views in democracies.
What are your turn-ons?
So what makes the Geth different?
Data is shared between Geth. All viewpoints are considered. Consensus is achieved as data is disseminated.
That must take a long time.
It would for organics. We communicate at the speed of light.
Oh, bravado. Great. I didn't expect this from a VI.
I'm surprised you can speak.
Oh wait, are they
The Geth
AI
I
or
fought
VI?
before
I don't know
just
what
made
they
a
are.
stuttering sound.
We prefer
AI.
direct digital transfer. Geth network
Do you
communication
picture those
travels at
things
light
as his
speed.
eyes or the
Human hardware
one
does
thing.
not support this method.
Yeah,
Just
so
like
did
Wheatley.
I.
Your analog oral
And then they
communication
said
is
three
inefficient.
weird 3 eyes.
Uh,
But I see that big thing as his eye.
I'd like
another
to ask
topic?
about something else.
Ready.
Oops.
I have to get back to work.
Oops.
Acknowledged.
No, there was one other
Shepard
thing.
Commander.
I want to learn about you.
I'd like to find out more about you.
We are building a consensus. Please try again later.
Oh.
I have to get back to work.
I guess that's one of the reasons I think why Neko said wait till after this to get Tally, because this guy requires at least one mission to be done in between in order to activate his loyalty. And if you didn't have any missions left to do, you wouldn't be able to do it. Which is kind of lame that
That's
they did that, right?
crazy.
Like, Not everybody can have a Neko to tell them exactly
No.
how to play it. That would piss me off
It's
a
a
little
good thing
bit.
we've got a Neko.
Yeah.
All right. So, I wonder if there's anybody else to talk to during this segment before we begin Tally's loyalty mission.
Maybe our hamster.
We could go check on Joker.
Oh,
No. Fuck.
they think you could do it immediately.
That ain't true. But I mean, how could you do it immediately? We just tried to. I think it's the dialogue option of asking him about him is supposed to be the loyalty mission, and it's not available yet.
Have we talked to Samara and Thane?
Oh, if you had no more missions available, it would be available? They would know, or...
Commander, we might want to speak with Tally.
We did talk to Thane after. He had very little to say about his debrief.
Yeah.
We've got a Geth on board, not as a prisoner. Can you believe that?
Oh
Commander's
yeah,
taking
did you
out more
want to talk
Geth
to
than
Tally?
anybody.
Will she have
Wait.
anything to
This
say?
one must be different.
Huh?
Did you want to talk to Tally?
I don't want to talk to her until I'm ready for her loyalty,
Oh,
which is
right.
next segment. I want to kind of...
I thought that she would say
So yeah,
something
Geth on the ship. Geth? Alright, we're all freaking insane.
how are things in the cockpit?
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my
All right,
thumb
That's
on
it
the
for
nothing
now.
new.
See you, Commander.
Does ED have anything to say about
The
the
crew is
guest?
still working to get the Reaper IFF installed, Shepard. It is more complicated than I first anticipated. I will alert you once the system is ready for shakedown. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No.
That's all for now.
Locking you out, Shepard.
No.
So the IFF is being kind of like studied to figure out how to make us jump through. So somebody said in the chat earlier, gave a little bit more detail. The IFF, that the Omega 4 relay is designed to shoot anybody they don't want coming through it into a black hole. So basically the IFF is just like a way to disguise our ship as looking friendly when it comes through the Omega 4
Oh.
relay.
Oh.
So they don't send us into a black hole, which is desirable. Encrypted transmission. Shepard, I am pleased you're able to recover the Reaper IFF. I've sent ED all the necessary protocols to get integrated within the Normandy systems. With luck, we can have this ability to go through the Omega 4. It's been notified to the intact Geth of the decision to keep it. I believe that you can be trusted. Go ahead and activate it. Just make sure ED is adequately protected against any hacking attempt. It's not necessarily the decision I would have made, but it's your call. We can use them, blah, blah. All right, fine, whatever. Anybody else you guys think we should talk to?
Well, they still think
How may
Thane
I
and-
help you, Commander?
That'll be all.
All right, we'll go
I'll
check
be
out
here if
Thane
you
and
need
Samara.
anything.
They say there's various dialogues with them.
Now that I saw it, like, it doesn't feel as though Miranda's... I think I just got lucky there, because I don't think that conversation had to do with her mission. It seemed just like a random dialogue that needed to be...
Yeah, maybe that's what they're talking about.
Okay. I kind of wish Kelly would...
Put out.
put out. But also that she would notify us of more than just loyalty mission dialogues. You know, how
Yeah.
she's been saying, this
So
person would like to
so-and-so wants
speak to
talk
you.
yeah.
It's always to do with the loyalty mission. I kind of wish she'd tell us when somebody has a new thing to say, too. Anything new?
Anything new?
There is something I've wanted to tell
That was
you.
weird, Fraser.
That was pretty weird.
I've done many things in my lifetime. I thought
I'm
the
channeling
galaxy
my
had nothing new
characters
for
that I
me.
play as.
Ooh.
Since joining you, I've realized how much more there is.
Thanks, Jace.
Tell me about your adventures.
Yeah, but I also want to say there's more to come.
But it's not spelled the proper way.
Tell me about your adventures.
You must have seen many things in your years of travel.
As a maiden, I served as a mercenary. I fought tyrants and pirates. I experienced everything the galaxy has to offer. As a Justicar, I saw parts of Asari space few know about. I destroyed villages and saved cities. I even fought a Spectre.
If you're trying to turn me on, it's working.
Why did you fight a Spectre?
A Taurian named Nihilus. He may have been on council business, but I witnessed him kill an unarmed civilian. Following the code, I attacked.
I've seen you kill unarmed civilians.
When we met, I witnessed you kill a merc who had no
Oh.
chance against you.
That
her
mercenary
chest
was
looks
armed,
old.
and I offered her a way out.
Hers?
She
Space
chose to
Ghost.
ignore
Oh, weird.
it.
I knew Nihilus. No, I didn't. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, he was the
Yeah.
one, the first
Yeah.
one on our first
Nihilus
ship.
seemed like an honorable Turian, and a good Spectre.
Aw.
He may have been. However, killing unarmed civilians is wrong.
Who won?
How did the
Well,
fight
we
turn
know
out?
Nihilus won.
I had the advantage, but he was good. He returned fire and tried to run. We played cat and mouse in the wilderness for 2 weeks.
Sounds
It
hot.
was exhilarating. Finally, he created a situation in which my only options were to let an innocent die or pursue him. The code compelled me to save the innocent, and he escaped. I admire how he adapted and used my code against me.
You've killed in cold blood?
When we met, I witnessed you kill a
Oh.
merc who had no
That
chance.
mercenary was armed, and I offered her a way out. She chose to ignore it.
Being a Justicar.
What have your years as a Justicar been like?
Mostly tedium and hardship. Traveling on freighters, wandering through rural areas, rooting out injustices, big and small, putting down corrupt officials. When I arrive in a remote area, individuals often approach me with matters of justice.
And I would be...
My judgment rarely turns out the way they hope.
I'd be a little annoyed if she came to my town. Just starts telling everybody how it's gonna be. I am the law. She's Judge Dredd! She is Judge Dredd!
She's Judge Dredd.
She even has the same colored like outfit and stuff.
Yeah, totes.
I'm a Justicar. I don't know why you gotta follow my code. How do you get passage?
How do you pay for transportation between worlds?
Asari captains often welcome Justicars. We reduce pirate attacks. One raid was called off when the pirates were able to verify that I was aboard.
Destroyed a village?
Why would you destroy an entire village?
I tracked Morinth to a remote colony world. She'd perverted an entire town. making them
Morinth was
worship
a
her
party.
and bring young Asari
That's true.
sacrifices. When I arrived, she fled, throwing her
She
minions
had an
at me
entire
in
town
waves.
bringing
They
her
bought time
sacrifices
with
to
their
Asari.
lives. When it was done,
That's
only
amazing.
small children remained. I left them in the authorities' care and continued my pursuit.
I would have listened to that story again.
Why would you destroy an entire...
I tracked Morinth to a remote colony world.
She made a village
She
worship her
perverted an entire
and bring them
town,
young Asari as
making them worship
sacrifices.
her and bring young Asari as sacrifices.
Morinth was
When I arrived,
badass.
she fled,
Why did you not
throwing
save
her
her?
minions at me in waves. They bought her time
Because
with their
the
lives.
Neko said people would
When it was
die.
done,
Yeah.
only
On my
small
team.
children remained.
That's amazing,
I
though.
left them
Yeah,
in the authorities'
pretty
care
awesome.
and continued my pursuit.
Like, that's Jacob's... That's a sort of scenario that would put Jacob's father to shame, even. Being a mercenary.
What was being a mercenary like?
I was a young, impulsive maiden who discovered her talent for combat. I reveled in it, until the day my troop was hired to guard a mysterious shipment on its way to some clandestine drop-off area. I discovered the shipment was slaves, to be traded to the collectors for advanced technology.
Clandestine. It's one of my favorite words. You know
I
how to
thought
get
it was
me.
clandestine. But destined
Clandestine?
I think it's kind of like one of those tomato-potato things.
You supported the slave trade?
In my foolish youth, I'd certainly engaged in questionable practices, but never anything patently unjust. I demanded that we turn around. My mates disagreed.
What did you two do?
After they were dead, I brought the ship around. The collector craft was just arriving. They closed faster than I could flee.
Fraser,
Fortunately,
Tuxedo.
we were close to the mass relay. I got through, and they did not pursue.
What was that all about?
What did you do with all the slaves?
I lectured them on the virtues of strength and defending oneself.
Fuck.
Then I distributed the armor, weapons, and credits
know,
of my
you'd-
dead colleagues and released the captives on the Citadel.
You'd be better off lecturing people without your tits hanging out, because I'm not paying attention to
Yeah,
a word
man.
you're saying, just so you know.
I'm not following.
I just fantasized that I was grabbing your breasts.
I tried.
We're not done with this yet.
I am sure. It will be my honor to be by your side at the end.
You make that sound final.
You think we're all gonna die?
You've assembled a powerful group, but we are fighting an unknown. I am ready for whatever comes, but I do not fool myself about our chances.
Oh, this looks like Sex J Town.
I'll get through.
We'll get through it.
We'll finish this mission and live to see the end.
I hope you are right.
Ah.
Fuck.
Not
Ball.
enough sex J options.
You could probably make a chain of those. Put it up your butt. Energy anal beads. Where do we find anything new, Kasumi?
Come back later.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure I'll have more.
What did everybody say? Thane?
Yeah.
Yes.
Might have something to say?
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
If you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event as if you were watching it.
Yeah, man.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity.
That'd be pretty sweet.
It's difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
What do you mean, solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
Oh, so you just go into their old memories all the time for fun, or like instead of sleep?
Yeah, why not, man?
Yeah, I guess so. What about bad memories?
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course. Remembering the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
More than what I wanted to know.
Isn't that a rather personal memory to talk about?
Forgive me.
Wait,
Lately,
I do want
spent
to
a
know more.
great deal of time reviewing my life. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
No, go back.
Isn't
like
there a
you,
risk
Finn.
that you could lose yourself
Of
in
course.
bad memories?
The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
So you remember every hit?
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
Every pang of guilt?
That sounds difficult. At any moment, you could relive the guilt.
Guilt? No. I've never felt any particular guilt about my contracts.
Boy, you're pretty
My
badass.
employers killed them. My body was only the tool they
And them
used.
lips.
If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
Wait,
It's a little iffy there, Thane.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting. Does he need to be moist or does he have to be dry?
Oh.
Because I'm gonna be honest, Thane, I've been kind of fucking with your humidifier, and I have no idea. Each time
My
it's with
gun
the
can't
best
decide
intentions,
right
but
from
then the
wrong.
next day I
You
remember
clearly
that
do.
maybe I didn't
My
make the
soul
right
does,
thing.
but my body is merely flesh. Flesh whose reflexes were
Gets to be
honed
dry.
to kill. Drell minds are different from
Like a
humans.
lizard.
But then
We
how does
see
he
our
keep
body as a
maintaining those
vessel,
lips with dryness?
Except that it is not always under our
It's a
control.
lizard.
But he'd have to live
Ever
with
seen
like
lizard lips?
no.
So if I shot you dead right now, a Drell court wouldn't convict me?
You'd be guilty because you chose to shoot me. If my reflexes caused me to draw and fire when I saw your gun come up, I would be innocent. Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
That memory
Last
you
time we
had.
talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about sunset-colored eyes?
That time. Laser dot trembles on the skull. Spice on the spring wind. Sunset eyes, defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid Drell memory?
No. She was a vivid person.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your
Oh, what the?
assassinations.
Yeah, that was
I
right.
guess we're done here.
A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me
Yeah,
and the
there's
target.
nothing new here.
She couldn't see
All right.
me.
See
I
you
should
later.
get back to my duties.
Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
You're lonely.
Don't misunderstand. I need to know what you're capable of. Odds are most of us will die on this
Jesus
mission.
Christ, Space Duck.
There's no point making friends.
It's a very practical view. Probably even a wise one.
Yeah,
Just
you
don't make the
understand.
mistake I did. There's always another mission. None of them are an excuse to make yourself an island.
Yeah, Space Duck. Did you just...
I'm sorry, Thane. I did it for the Renegade.
I was just gonna ask that.
So it seems like there's at least one more dialogue with him to find out the end of that story.
Yeah.
Also, is there anyone else before we continue, guys? Do you guys think that there's anyone else?
Snarf.
Is there any people's dialogue we still haven't completely explored? Garrus is at the end of here. Oh, we talked to him at the end of the last episode. We almost had sex
Garrus
chase with him.
Snarf.
You certainly did.
Are you sure, guys? Because we kind of did that last episode.
Need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure. I wanted to thank you again. Whatever happens with the collectors or the reapers or whoever else comes after
I couldn't do this without you, Garrus.
Sure you could. Not as stylishly,
Snarf,
of course.
Garrus and everyone
It's strange
else.
going into a suicide mission on a human ship.
I don't think
That's a
that's
bad
really
Snarf.
a
Prepare
Snarf.
for high-risk operations the way Turians do.
This is the
You
exact.
never talked to Tally.
This is all the exact dialogue we had on the last episode.
Thanks for the talk.
So
Sure
nothing
thing.
with Garrus. Anybody else? Tally, we start at the next segment because we're doing her loyalty.
Grunt 2.
You think? Okay, I'll go check on.
No more conversations with Morden.
Yeah, I already checked Morden.
Grunt most likely.
Jacob. We don't care about Jacob.
Random
Thane,
talk to.
Legion is on this. Kasumi, we've talked to. Garrus, Miranda, we talked to. We'll go down to the basement and see if there's anyone down here.
You don't care to talk to Zaid, eh?
He won't even go
He just says
into
stuff.
intimate dialogue anyways. He just is like Kasumi, except I remember that we went to him recently actually, and he just basically talks more about his own stuff.
People he's killed.
Yeah.
He's there. We'll go down and we'll talk to
Make Morden sing again. That was amazing.
that was quite amazing. There he is.
Shepard, I was just waxing goddamn nostalgic.
Why'd you have to put goddamn in there?
Jack, Subject Zero, whatever you call her. Hell of a girl. Could have used a destructive little bitch like that 10 years ago when we dropped blind into the Krogan DMZ. Took out a lot of Krogan that day, but we lost way too many men. I've done a lot of crazy things, but I never tried to take on a Thresher Moor on foot before. Standard operating procedure when you get a Thresher Moor is run the hell away. Pick up sticks, move the hell out. Krogan don't know any better, I guess.
Oh.
Still,
You're
hell of
talking
a
about the fight we had. I thought you were just randomly bringing up something you had never fought before. Hey.
What's that?
Oh yeah, that's a model
Aw,
of the
can I have it?
Turian frigate, hell of a ship. I led a mission to bring that thing down from the inside with just 5 men and whatever guns we could bring. No chance of success, but we did it. Everyone died but me. So I made out like a bandit. My first impossible mission as an independent contractor. There's been many since, but nothing so goddamn sweet as watching that Turian warship crash planetside.
If you got killed in action, could I have your model?
Yeah.
I mean that I know that's a conflict because I'm your commander and I could send you into your death at any time just to get the model, but that would be really trivial reason to have you die. I promise I wouldn't.
It's a good model, though.
But it's a pretty sweet model.
I should let you go.
All right.
Talk more later.
Well, oh, down here.
Good.
There.
See,
I won't say hi to Tally yet. We'll see if these two are.
Do you think we'll make it through this?
Of course we will, Gabby.
I mean, as long as we take down the collectors, it's all worth it. Even if we don't make it.
Don't even think that. We'll make it through.
I love you.
Stay strong, you two. Nothing in here. You're gonna have to have some pretty tight engineer hugs to make it through this. Where are we now? Back. There she is. She's just been reading a bunch of things.
What's happening?
Shepard, we talked enough. You're just pissing around. No hard feelings, but I don't want to play.
I should go.
Whatever.
But Snarf, talk to everyone. Snarfs have been being thrown around way too casually lately.
Snarf is not a casual thing to be flipping with.
Yeah. Grunt is port side, starboard. Nope. That's Zaid. Port.
Did you go through that door?
No. Port!
Oh. I've never even noticed that
Sorry
before.
for snapping, but you know how much time we spent on nautical terms, Becky, and it just annoys me when you forget it so easily.
Shepard.
I'm sorry.
I want to talk about you.
Just checking in.
I was just sitting here thinking. The picture, I'm finally starting to get it. There's a tank imprint, the battle at Canrum. A dead Turian, stripped. You don't see them out of their armor much. A Krogan boot on his head, and a claw hammer. It's under the brow plate, pulling it back, right? Eyes have gone black, and you see tension in the muscle. You can feel it ready to snap. I get it.
Maybe you should keep these things to yourself.
Canrum isn't ringing a bell.
Death of Shiagar, female warlord. Turians killed her, so they were hunted down and made examples. Even if they won the war, it was the last push before the rebellions ended.
And so what's the point? Why is that funny?
You better have a good reason for ruining my lunch.
It's just great. It's a Turian, and he's being torn apart for what they did. I felt nothing before, but now I get it. It was a good fight. The enemy was destroyed to punish them all and send a message. I get it. I hate Turians. I thought you'd be glad.
Oh, Grunt.
I don't know what you thought I think about other races, but I'm not joining your Krogan power group. What about Garrus?
Don't start anything with Garrus. I won't have trouble on my ship.
I don't hate Garrus. I hate the Turians. Garrus is just one Turian, and he's your clan. No point in ripping his face off unless he turns on me. It's hate, but it's mine. Okir was blind, and he tried to make me the same. But thanks to you, I have a clan. I'm starting to see why I should care. Anyway, I'm still figuring where I fit, but it made me laugh. Nothing else really on my mind, Shepard.
Dude. You gotta keep a lot of people away from each other on your ship.
Weird shit going on.
I wanted to... Here, wait. Pretend this happened right away. I wanted to back up, but I don't think I can. Can I? No. If I... No.
Turn around.
If I could get into gun mode, I would be able to. I think that's it then. That's everybody, right? Tali is the only one left. We might as well stay on this this bridge or this floor, whatever it is. There she is. Okay, so when we come back, we begin Tali's loyalty mission. The last one before we head through the Omega 4 relay. Stay tuned.